A quick question for you guys. I was perusing the news media looking for relevant information about the truckers in Canada and the protest they're staging with almost 50,000 trucks and all the support they're getting in sub-zero temperatures in Canada. And I was looking, and for some reason I couldn't find it, and I could not figure it out. I went to the New York Times, I looked at the Canada section, nothing about the truckers. Same with the Washington Post, CNN, MSNBC. I found a little bit of information about it on Fox, and when I searched for truckers, I did not find anything on any of these so-called news outlets. Don't you think that this is newsworthy? Yes, they have it buried deep within the paper, so they can't be accused of printing nothing about it. For example, New York Times and Washington Post do have an article if you specifically search the website for Canada truckers, but it's not there on the front page of the Canada section, the front page of the US section. It's nowhere to be found. They bury it. They bury the information because why? They don't want you to have it. This is not a news organization, so please let's remove the framing of news organizations. No, these are partisan outlets that want a certain type of news to be given to you. These are not newspapers. They are not describing what's going on. They are leftist ideological platforms from which they try to disseminate information in an effort to propagandize you, to have one world view. Thus, the real information is buried. Or if they report something, it's buried underneath the headline that most people are going to read. The facts of the article are way down in there that might contradict the narrative given by the headline. This is the unfortunate state of the news media, and we have to call it out. Just so you know, I am tired of the media, and I understand that the segmentation of the media and the pie is being reduced into smaller fractions, and that people are just going to cater to one ideological faction of the pie, and thus keep them loyal and only feed them the information that they want. And thus it is very important, for example, for me to go to the New York Times and to try to get their version of the world, except in this case, for some reason, they're keeping it buried. They don't want you to have the idea that you too have power to stop and prevent government authoritarianism, to stand up to it, for this to be an example, so they are not reporting it. It makes sense from the standpoint of supporting the government that's giving you the tax breaks that you want, that is shaping the world to your ideological standards. But it makes no sense to call these news outlets, news media, when they don't report on a very important story, and if they do, they completely bury it in an effort to prevent you from reading about it, from knowing it. So, I don't know, get your information from YouTube, whether it's Dick Saxonham or Tim Pool, me, whoever else will give you an alternative viewpoint, and then you can go to somebody on the left, a Jimmy Dore, a Kyle Kulinski, maybe even Crystal Ball, Breaking Points. But get your information from a variety of sources so that we are not ideologically possessed as these people desire us to be. Guys, thumb up this video, subscribe, share it with a friend if you think I have a good point here, and have a fantastic day. Peace and blessings.